All right, then. So we did tell you that we're going to be continuing this dialogue with district officers and the roles they play in shaping the built environment. We've been doing this series for 2 quarters now, and this third quarter is still focusing on them. But peradventure, you see anything that relates to infraction of the built environment. If you see any building that you feel has cracks or perhaps people who are not doing the right thing, the ministry is giving out some helplines that you can call so that you can be able to escalate those information. So the first line you can call is 070-3065-3241. 070-3065-3241. Or you can also connect with them on 080-3469-8264. That's 080-3469-8264. You can also send a mail. That's you can email them. That's physicalplanning@lagosstate.gov.ng. physicalplanning@lagosstate.gov.ng. All right. If you can reach out to them through those lines, things will be very, very good. On Buildright, we're looking at the role of district officers in promoting building safety and compliance in Lagos State. Joining me in the studios this morning, I have Town Planner Bolanle Omowunmi Obadina. She is a Chief Town Planning Officer with LASPPPA, that's the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, and also the head of Igando District Office of LASPPPA. Madam, it's nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How's your trip all the way from Igando?
No, I stay in Ogba.
Oh,
I don't live in Igando.
Ogba here?
Yes, please.
Oh, so just a stone through from here, right?
It was smooth sailing.
Right, just like 10 minutes drive?
Very well.
Okay, that's good. All right, joining her as well in the studios is engineer Adeyinka Yemi Osungbaro, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
You are very right.
All right, you are senior civil service engineer.
Yes, sir.
With the Lagos State Building Control Agency,
yes,
and also the head of Igando District.
Yes, sir.
How's your trip here?
Oh, thank you.
Which part of town are you driving in from?
Oh, I actually reside at the sub Lagos.
Where is that?
From Mowe.
Mowe end.
Yes.
We call them second Lagos.
Thank you very much.
so you're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right then. So let's just jump in on the conversation. Town Planner Bolanle Omowunmi, I'm going to start with you. Last year we had a series of engagement as it relates to the amnesty program, and at that time most of the locations in Lagos were able to take advantage of that window. Talk to me. How was the experience like in Igando?
Okay, the amnesty program in Igando came out fully. The people came out en masse. The developers keyed into the program and they benefited from it.
Okay.
Agreed, yes.
So would you say that before that amnesty, there were lots of people that had issues with planning permits in terms of having completed our buildings and they didn't have the planning permits?
Well, not really. Most of the times people come in to apply for their planning permits before they commence construction. But at times, they just move to site without obtaining it.
Yes.
So when the government, when the Lagos State government made that opportunity available, they keyed into it.
So how many people were visiting your office on a daily basis at that time?
Oh, wow. It was a lot.
You mean it?
It was a lot.
Put a figure to it. Like 15, 16 or 10 in a week or in a day?
In a week? In a day, we have more than 15 applicants who come in.
Within Igando?
Yes.
Wow. So you have lots of people that were visiting your office?
Very well. Very well.
That's massive, really.
It was.
All right. Engineer, how was your own experience during that time?
Yeah, yes. LASBCA as it is, we are the force. So from time, the push has always been there for them to go and make their application.
Okay.
And I can see by the time the opportunity was thrown out for them to be able to get application, even though they were on with their project and waiving the penalty, a lot of them went out. Many of them make applications, and though also we are still prioritizing them,
right,
and compelling them to ensure.
So they came at that time?
Yes, they came.
All right. And I need to know a lot, because some people were talking about this penalty. You know, a lot of times you guys do talk about penalty fee. Is that penalty, is it much? Town Planner Omowunmi.
Okay. The law states that before the commencement of any construction, the intending developer needs to obtain a planning permit. So in a situation whereby
you don't have it.
Exactly, whereby the developer moves to site without obtaining a planning permit, when the development is detected, he is brought in, given an assessment, and he will be penalized for the infraction.
To the tune of how much?
The penalty is based on the level of infraction.
Okay.
Yes.
And this level could mean what now? Maybe I've built up to the lintel level, or the building is already complete?
Yes, it depends on the level the construction is at when detected.
Okay. Yes. I'm just thinking, maybe this penalty fee is a bit cheap. That's why people infract on it? Or is it that it's very expensive?
Well, it depends on the level of infraction. So I won't be able to put a figure to
it right now.
Very well.
Let's talk about Igando, where you guys to pretend. And Town Planner Omowunmi, what's your direct responsibilities there?
Okay, my major responsibility is to support the General Manager LASPPPA in achieving a seamless planning permit process. So as a district officer at Igando District Office, I meet with homeowners, intending developers within Igando district now, because Igando is not the only community there.
Right.
Within Igando district, we kind of advise them and educate them on how to go about obtaining their planning permit.
Right.
And of course, the advantages.
What are the things that you can approve as the district head?
Okay, as a district officer, I can approve a bungalow and a ground and a first
floor.
Yes.
Okay. Anything beyond floor 1?
Anything beyond a ground and a first floor needs to go for a concurrent approval.
Okay.
From my supervising director
at
and the general manager. No, at Ikeja
here.
Jobi, yes.
All right. Engineer Yemi, let's hear from you. What's your direct responsibility as the district officer for Igando?
Thank you. As a district head of Igando, to say what we basically enforce is to be sure that everyone, homeowners and developers, are building right. And that is the hallmark of the agency. And so when we move out there from time to time, because it is expected of the applicant, after they have secured their approval from Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, on the approval page, the number 5 item there stipulated that you should proceed straight to Lagos State Building Control Agency to get your authorization to commence construction.
So I'm not supposed to go ahead and start construction without coming to you guys?
It's a big taboo.
You mean it? It's an offense.
When you do, you have touched fire.
Okay. We'll find out what that fire is. So, but yours is to ensure that you provide like a watchdog on the built environment. You go out there to inspect, monitor.
Because we are the professionals to enhance the conformity to what has been approved by the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority.
Are there approvals I need to get from you as well?
Yes. That is the authorization I just made mention of.
Okay.
And from the time you have introduced the engineer to be in charge of your construction, the engineer is expected to be fighting out at every facet of the project until completion, where you will be entitled to be certified that you have completed your house and earned a certificate of completion and fitness for habitation.
Town Planner Bolanle Omowunmi, Obadina, let's get back to you. So, in Igando, let's just take our listeners through that particular part of Lagos State. So, Igando is located where? What communities can we find under Igando?
Okay, Igando is located within Igando Ikotun LCDA in Alimosho local government area. Yes, the district is bounded on the north by Lagos State and Ayobo Ikpaja LCDA. Okay. On the south by Amuwo Odofin local government area.
Right.
On the east by Ejigbo Idimu LCDA.
Right.
And on the west by Iba LCDA.
That's lovely. Yeah. So these are the boundaries that you have under Igando. And which communities?
And the communities we have in there, we have Igando in itself.
Okay.
We have Engr.
Right.
We have Ishuti. We have Akeson. We have Obadore. Then we also have Ikotun. We have Ijegun. We have Abaronje.
Right.
Ije Ododo. Ijagemo.
Wow.
Water sand.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So, Engineer Osungbaro, is it a very big community?
How?
Igando.
Yes, it's a developing community to say.
Okay.
And the unfortunate thing is that the citizen of Igando are misleading the government.
Why do you say that?
Because the application does not commensurate to the development that is experienced in those areas.
In what ways?
Yes, you begin to see in the course of our monitoring, or go out, you see some of the homeowners, developer, they are whispering, you want us to, government is expecting us to do this and that. And we are the one doing our road, we are the one doing this.
Oh.
Okay, there is no way government will know a development is going on when there is no application. So people are still defiant to law.
Okay. So in terms of building now, people want to take laws into their hands in those areas?
Yes.
So how would you describe Igando? Is it a built environment or developing?
I will categorize it as
you need to speak closer to that microphone.
I will categorize it as being mixed.
Okay.
Because you get to some areas that are actually developing, and there are some built environment there.
Okay, so it's a mixed one.
Yes, sir.
Let's now talk about what happens on a daily basis, especially within that particular. So, what types of permits do you issue, town planner or Omowunmi Obadina?
Okay, we have various types of permits. We have the planning permit in itself. We have what we call a renovation permit. We have a redevelopment permit. We also have a restamping. There's something called a restamping. Yes.
So let's talk about the redevelopment now. Is that the same as remodeling?
And there's remodeling, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So which one is the renovation?
Okay, renovation is a situation whereby there's an existing development that already has a planning permit, but the owner intends to maybe change the roof, the windows, the doors, flooring. So you equally need to apply for a renovation permit to do that. So
if you want to change all those things,
you need a renovation
permit.
Well.
So it's not proper for me to just go ahead and do that by myself?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. These permits that you issue, how long does it take?
10 working days.
10 working days.
Very well.
Is there anything that would make it go beyond 10 days?
Yeah, it could go beyond 10 days in a situation whereby the applicant does not provide all the required documents at the point of submission. So usually when the documents are completely submitted, within 10 days, your permit is granted.
Right. All right, engineer, let's talk about those that are built in Igando. In some parts of Lagos right now, you have places that have been sold out to developers. They're the ones that will come up with different kinds of estates and those kind of things. So what do we have in Igando? Do we have developers or individual builders?
The thing I will say, we have developers, we have individual builders, but the hallmark of it is to be intentional. Because if you want to build a room, you plan it.
Right.
And so effective planning is not in place. Many of them believe they own the land, and so they forge ahead to decide, I want to, build.
Okay.
And so that's the major setback that we are still experiencing in some of those areas.
Let's find out now. So if somebody wants to build, he's supposed to bring the drawings to you guys, right? Before he can get the permit. He brings a drawing, he brings the kind of property that he wants to build, the kind of thing he wants to construct, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I choose, I bring a drawing that shows I want to construct 2 bedrooms. And after I've gotten the permit, I go ahead to build a 3-bedroom kind of structure. How do you classify that? Is that an infraction?
Oh, that's already a contravention. So because oftentimes our case is like if Muhammad refused to go and meet Mountain will go and meet Muhammad. So we are the mountain, and when you refuse to come and meet us, we'll come and meet you
with full force.
Yes. So when we get to you, the first thing we want to know, who has authorized you to start what you have begun? If you want to claim you have your approval,
right,
go to the item 5 on your approval. What does the law stipulated? Come to LASBCA, get your authorization. And even if you have the paper that you have authorization, who is staging what you are doing? Because you have to undergo part of the payment you made.
Okay, so assuming I've gotten the authorization from you,
yes, sir.
But I've given LASPPPA a 2-bedroom kind of structure. Now I'm getting to my location. I'm building 3.
That's a whole lot of infraction. So we pen you down from there. No development has to continue. You cannot build again. So you have to go back and revalidate what you have, regularize what you have gotten.
So that means I have to go back to LASPPPA,
yes,
to apply for a fresh permit.
And before you even go, our case is like when you don't have a driving license and the police catch you,
you'll be penalized for it.
Even more than what you're supposed to pay for the driving license.
Town planner Obadina, have you seen those kind of experiences?
Very well.
People come around like that?
Yes, they do. So when they come with such cases, what we tell them to do is to apply for an as-built planning permit.
Oh.
It means they have built it. So now it's not going to be a proposal. It's going to be as it is built. Then it will be vetted it will be evaluated with our as-built template.
Right.
If it passes, then it gets a permit. And if it doesn't, it is rejected.
I'm interested in that because is it not possible that what this person is building might not really conform with the land space? Now that people seem to want to maximize every little space that they have, and he feels a 2-bedroom structure, I want to make more money. Since I'm going to rent this structure out, let me just turn it to a 4-bedroom. And these bedrooms, they could just be like 1 bed entering the room. So in that kind of a case, wouldn't it be right for you to revoke it?
And that's what I said. When such an application comes in, we evaluate using our as-built template.
Okay.
So there's a way we evaluate it using the as-built template. If it passes, we grant it the permit. But if it doesn't, it is rejected. Yes.
Engineer, at what point do you seal buildings? Because sealing of buildings has become an issue too. Some will say, well, this building is still habitable now. I'm just wondering why the government is coming to seal it. So what are the things that will make you to go out there to put a seal on a building and say, look, this is not habitable?
Actually, the law is made for man. And where there is no law, there is no sin. When we go out there in the course of our monitoring exercise and we stumble at a contravenor who is already building or a distressed structure, as the case might be, our is to make an inquiry because we don't know what you have. So when we serve you the contravention notice and the stop work order, it's expected that you should stop. In the next 48 hours, respond to our notice. If we don't come, then you see us again. And when we come, we give you a seal-up notice order, which is for 3 days. And after that, we don't see you, you can expect the unimaginable.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Buildright is a program, and I have 2 great minds with me in the building. One from the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority, and I'm talking about Town Planner Bolanle Omowunmi Obadina, who is a Chief Town Planning Officer with LASPPPA, and of course the head of Igando District Office. Also joining me in the studios this morning is Engineer Adeyinka Yemi Osungbaro, who is the Senior Civil Engineer with LASBCA, and of course the head of the LASBCA office in Engr. A brief break. When we return, we hear from you. That will be on 09153877127 and 08099120777. A brief break. We'll be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estate and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Ajumosheni, announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right, so the truck, that accident, the 6-tire truck that had a lone accident and fell on the side. This is around Lekki Ajah. The recovery has been fully completed and normalcy restored within that particular location. Most other areas we're covering still looking pretty cool, even from our live cameras. Alakpere connecting Ogudu, Car Wash heading towards Yanawuru, and of course the Third Milan Bridge, I understand, is still looking good. Ikorodu Road is also faring pretty well. Same for those of you navigating through Lagos Abeokuta Expressway. Here is also looking good. All right, so you can join the conversation right now. 08099120777 and 09153877127. Right, we're talking about the built environment, and today we are referring to Igando. Of course, that's our focus, where the district officers are doing their bit there. But of course, if you have any questions that relates to the built environment, feel free. They're here to also respond to you as well. Okay, so feel free to connect with us right now as the program moves on. All right, so you did say that Igando is developing, right, engineer?
It's developing. It's developing.
Right, and we have so many constructions that are coming up.
There are construction going on, but the level of compliance
is very, very low.
It's very, very low.
So what are you doing as a district officer?
And that is the essence of the reason why we enforce.
Okay.
So because many still believe that they are the owner of their land and they can build.
Okay.
They can do anything to their land. And so, because of that, we will do this sensitization as the agency. We often do.
Do you engage with them?
We do. That is one of the things, because we can. There is no beauty that your fellow humans will have to be put through hardship.
All right.
So the first thing is to let them know why they have to get their approval. The importance of getting approval.
Okay.
And after they have been made to do this, then they were supposed to take the project through the process of state certification to enhance safety of their home, because there's a whole lot of investment.
All right.
And so we have those who will actually see the need. They see the reasons why they have to follow the order that the government have put in place.
And do you see any significant improvements in them?
Of course.
Are they willing to change?
Yes, we're seeing response. We are seeing development and compliance to some of those steps that are being implemented.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. There's a message here. It says, good morning, Traffic Radio. What exactly is the difference between LASPPPA and LASBCA, and how do these agencies work together in the same district? Nicholas is sending this one in from Ikoto. Nicholas, thank you so much. Tamla Namomi, major differences?
Okay.
Nicholas is asking that.
Yes, the two agencies are sister agencies, but we have our different roles. The Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority is the agency saddled with the responsibility of granting planning permits to applicants, while the Lagos State Building Control Agency is the agency saddled with enforcement.
Okay.
That is ensuring that those developments are in accordance
with what has been
with
given.
the planning permit granted.
Okay, so that's the way it works.
Yes.
All right, then 08099120777 and 09153877127. You can still connect with us on the program this morning. Any question that relates to the built environment, feel free to connect with us. Now, your planning permit, any of the permits, you said 10 working days?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I was asking earlier on, any reason why it could go beyond 10 days?
You did ask, and I said if an applicant fails to submit all the relevant documents at the point of registration, yes, it may go beyond 10 days.
Okay.
But in a situation whereby all the documents are submitted, the process will be seamless and the planning permit will be granted within 10 days.
All right, this one says, good morning, Victor. Please ask the engineer in the building, how do you assess a building's structural integrity? Sheun Ibrahim is sending that one in. Sheun, thank you so much. Engineer?
Yes, thank you for your question. The first thing is for you to go to a Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory, and so where they're going to come to your site, to your property, and they're going to run the test. And so after the test has been given to you, just as the case of the hospital, you go to a doctor and the doctor will tell you to go to a lab, and after running a test on you, you take it to your doctor, and the doctor will prescribe the drugs for you. So after you have gotten your test result from Material Testing Laboratory, you bring the same result to our agency, and we'll look at it, because in LASBCA we constitute the team of professionals in built environment, civil structural engineers, mechanical, and what have you, as far as building is concerned. So we look at it, the report, and we'll tell you what to do next. There might be need for you, in the case of our methodology, to retrofit whatever defect has been itemized or discovered by the test, or there might just be the reason for you to provide an indemnity letter, as the case might be, to retrofit whatever condition is discovered.
All right, Town Planner Obadina, do planning permits expire?
Okay. When a planning permit is granted, and the developer moves to site within 2 months of the grant of the permit remains valid, even though he's not able to complete the development.
So it's a one-off kind of document. Once you have a planning permit.
No. But in a situation whereby a planning permit is granted and the developer does not move to site within 2 months and 2 years, after 2 years it elapses, and the person is expected to come revalidate.
Wow. After 2 years?
After 2 years.
Okay, but if he goes to site, he works on it, gets the building done, it's a one for life kind of document.
Very well.
If I lose my planning permits, what do I do?
If you lose your planning permit, you can apply for a certified true copy of it.
Okay.
Yes, and it will be granted.
One can get that.
One can get that.
All right, then. 09153877127. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. What's the real reason some buildings are marked for demolition while others, are sometimes worse off, are left untouched? Tosi, he said this one in. Tosi, thank you so much. All right, that will go to you, Engineer Yemi.
Thank you for your brilliant question. The simple answer I will give to you is that we don't come to this world the same day. So, and we cannot go to heaven the same time. So when we go out for our monitoring, we'll look at the exigencies, and we do our best to make sure that existing and ongoing constructions conform to the law of in building environment in Lagos State. So when your building has been served, and if we serve 10 development in a particular street, and we only see 3, and out of the 3 those ones that conform, those ones that did not conform, we have taken our necessary actions. The remaining 7, what are they saying? They are saying they're taking law into their hands. So the next you will see is to tell them that if you don't get approval for what you are doing, a son who say who is my father is a bastard. And so that son will be told who a father is.
Okay.
And so that is what brought the notification that your building might come down.
All right. Okay, so but I mean, I'm just wondering what Tosi is trying to say. He says sometimes you might see some buildings that are worse off, they are not really marked, and those that are a bit better are already marked. So you are saying now is as a result of what? People that have been able to...
for instance, Tosi has asked a question. When you are on an assignment, you are the one who knows the assignment. So it will have been better to be specific with this type of a question.
Okay.
Because it is not, there is no exemption. There is nobody.
So what you're saying, you guys don't do selective enforcement?
We don't do selective enforcement.
Okay.
If you are, you conform, you conform. If you are not conform, you are not conform. That is it.
All right. This one says, hi there. My friend's house was demolished in Lagos over an illegal land permit. He's now due for compensation. Now he's homeless with no money. What can be done? You didn't put your name, but thank you so much. Does that happen?
I think you should approach the
an
necessary
illegal
office,
land permit.
because when you said you
is there anything like an illegal land permit, or maybe
illegal land permit? Lagos State Building Control Agency does not deal with land.
Okay.
We are particular about the development that is on the land. That the development you want to make on any land must be approved before it happens, and we must see to you conforming to the approval and building regulations before you construct it. All right.
At the completion of every building, is there anything that I'm supposed to do with LASBCA?
Yes. When we talk about Buildright, it starts with you and it ends with you, and so it starts with LASBCA and it ends with LASBCA. It starts with LASBCA because the drawing you want to submit, take to our sister agency, LASPPPA. We are the one to vet it, to look at it. Is it approvable? Is it what Lagos can take in the environment or location you want to erect it? And after it has been issued to you to go ahead with the building, you come to us, take the authorization, and we are expected to stage the place. If you follow the due process of state certification and your building is well cleared of all the stages of the process, you'll be issued a certificate of completion and fitness for habitation, and you are exonerated from any future imminence that could be on the structure.
All right, let's begin to round this off right now. So your office, where is it located? Town Planner Obadina in Igando.
Our office is located within the Jakonde Housing Estate in Ikpaja.
Okay.
Yes, we are directly opposite the Central Mosque.
Okay.
Within Jakonde Housing Estate.
In Ikpaja?
Yes, sir.
Not in Igando?
Not in Igando, in Ikpaja.
Why is that so?
Yes, the reason being that Igando District Office is newly created. We were created from Ikotun Igando District Office.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
we were only created in February.
So your office is yet to be fully established there?
And the office is...
It's been worked on?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So anybody that wants to get anything done at Igando, they need to come to your office at Jakonde in Ekpaja.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is the same office you are as well, engineer?
No, our office is inside the workyard premises opposite the Good Time Eatery. It's adjacent Good Time Eatery at Alimosho. Okay. So as Igando district, you're going to meet our office there. The whole of old Alimosho Alimosho local government. Every one of us, we are inside that place.
Location.
Coming to Ayobo, Ipaja, you're coming to Alimosho itself, you're coming to Igando, Muson, and the likes. All of us are in that workshop.
All right, then. We have to go now. So, what's your message to our listeners this morning, Town Planner Obadina? What's the message as relates to Buildright?
Okay. A message to our listeners, intending developers, is that before you commence your development, you need to visit the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority. We have offices in your locality. All you need to do is just to locate the one nearest to you, come in there, meet the district officer who will guide and advise you on the necessary steps to take in obtaining your planning permit. All right.
And to Engineer Yemi Osungbaro?
Yes, I will just tell you that you should watch your back. LASBCA is coming.
I love that. LASBCA is coming. And I hope you're not coming with a big stick.
It is always more than a stick.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, then we have to go. It's nice having both of you in the studios. Thank you so much for being here. Sometime in the future, we'll still reflect on Igando and how far you guys have gone in terms of meeting up with providing compliance and, of course, helping to issue out all these permits within the Igando district. It's nice having both of you in the building. Thanks so much for being here.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for having us.
All right, so this morning, we've reflected on the role of district officers in promoting building safety as well as compliance in Lagos State. And I can tell you, Town Planner Bolanle Omowunmi Obadina, who is Chief Town Planning Officer with LASPPPA and also the head of Igando district. Same for Engineer Adeyinka Yemi Osungbaro, who is a senior civil engineer with LASBCA and of course the head of Igando district. Both of them, they've taken us to the classroom this morning. We have to go, and I got to say, you can connect with the ministry on 070-3065-3241 and 080-3469-8264. Mike James has produced the program this morning. Maximum shout out going out to Kasara Bakri and Deborah Johnson, Deborah Boledeoku, and of course Okpayemi Shodunke, both of them for social media units. They have been doing a yeoman's job. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. Maximum shout out going out to Akinsoya Adetola, who is the Chief Public Affairs Officer for the ministry. Same for Sanusi Mukaila, who is the Director of Public Affairs for MPPUD. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a great day. Bye.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusion.